Hey guys, today was the launch of Chapter 2 Season 3, and in this video I'm going to go over the changes that I was able to find and give my opinion on them after playing for a few hours. If you guys do enjoy this video, please do remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and if you would like to support me, use creator code evolvejake in the item shop when you purchase this season's Battle Pass. For starters, the pump shotgun was vaulted, and I believe remote explosives were vaulted as well. I was unable to find them in the entire time I was playing. The charged shotgun was added, which we'll get to in a moment. The bolt sniper and the hunting rifle were unvaulted. The chug splash and the chug jug were unvaulted. And the compact SMG or the P90 was also unvaulted. So the charged shotgun is kind of similar to the pump in the way it looks. And when you go to shoot this weapon, you have the option to hold right trigger and it charges it up and then does a little bit more damage based on how much you charge the weapon. Similar to a fusion rifle from Destiny. You can shoot this gun without charging it, but it's much weaker than it is with the charge. And there's a bit of a delay from when you hit the trigger to when the weapon actually shoots. So it's not like a pump that you have the option to charge. There's a small delay and it's really weird weapon to use. You can't really edit on people with this weapon unless they don't even know what's going on. It's a really clunky weapon, but I somewhat like the idea of it. I think if they reduced that delay or made it a little bit more decent, without the charge, it could be a decent weapon. Like if it had somewhat close to pump damage, but you had the option to charge it depending on the situation, I think it could be pretty good, but I don't think that's what they intended. And based on some other changes, I don't think that's going to be the way the game plays out. So you have this charged shotgun, kind of fun to play around with, but it's really not that great in practice. There's the new Mythic AUG, a glider grappler, which is like the Batman grappler from Season 10. There's a Mythic charge shotgun. There's a Mythic grenade launcher that shoots shockwave grenades. And the drum gun is back, but it has a reduced fire rate, so it's not as OP as it was before. There's also some other changes just to the game that we'll get into in a moment. The map was flooded, and there's lots of new POIs. Some POIs, the area around them changed, but they're still the same, like Holly Hedges, for example. Around it, it's flooded, but Holly Hedges is still Holly Hedges. And this is mostly on the left to the middle side of the map. If you go to the far right, like Retail Row and Lazy Lake, those locations are mostly the same. So if you don't want to land at a water spot, you don't necessarily have to. The headshot multiplier for pretty much every weapon was reduced to 1.5 and it was previously at 2, making every weapon weaker aside from like snipers and RPGs. ARs don't feel satisfying or strong. SMGs don't feel satisfying or strong. Tac shotgun is still in the game, feels horrible. The charge shotgun, like I was saying before, if the headshot multiplier was still 2, maybe you could get away with using this gun with no charge, but it's crap. Everything is like super weak right now, and it's not fun. The legendary tac shotgun, for example, I think used to hit for like 190 something, and now hits for 124. So significant weak. A perfect shot with the legendary tac is 124. Like that's crazy, right? And it's not like you're going to be hitting those perfect shots all the time. I think I'm just going to start going for body shots with my tac and spamming them out as fast as I can. It's a really weird game with the 1.5 headshot multiplier because everything is weaker. I feel like those power weapons like the RPG and the sniper matter more than they did before. And that's another reason why I was saying the drum gun isn't as good as it was before because of this headshot multiplier reduction. The burst rifles now are 2-shot bursts instead of 3 with a 20-round magazine. So used to be a 3-round burst with a 30-round mag. Now they're 2-shot burst with a 20-round mag. I like them less now, I think. I don't know. I think I like them more being 3-shot bursts. They do feel different. You can spam out the bursts a little bit faster without worrying about bloom because it's 2 shots instead of 3. They feel different. I'm not sure if this is an upgrade, a side grade, or a downgrade. I haven't really been able to decide yet, but they feel different. You can now carry food items, and there is more food. So mushrooms, apples, you can carry those items, but there's also cabbages, bananas, coconuts, the peppers. I actually like carrying the peppers because then you can maybe like use them to rush somebody. That's a pretty like interesting way to use them. You like tag them and then rush them with the pepper, and they'll move a little bit faster because of that pepper. And that's cool. Other than that, I don't think carrying the food items really matters that much at all. Most of the time, if you're carrying these, it's because you weren't unable to find other heals, but I guess it's something that they added. Henchmen randomly spawn and attack you even outside henchmen POI. So you can be at Holly Hedges, not a mythic POI that has henchmen, but there will be a random squad of henchmen that rolls through and attacks you, and it's a significant amount of them. I fought one earlier, and I think it was like 6 or 7 or 8 people. It was a lot of people to fight off spawn, especially when I don't have very much mats. And sometimes they have really good loot. I fought a team of henchmen that had RPGs, and I killed 3 of them, and I think I had like 2 or 3 RPGs that I could use. Like, imagine that in squads. Your entire team just has a purple RPG now for some reason because of henchmen, or you get third-partied by the henchmen and they have RPGs. It's really strange. And there's also sharks in the game, and you can hook them with a fishing pole to ride them, or you can kill them for loot. You get decent loot out of them. I got an AUG and a purple charged shotgun, so not bad stuff. But they can kill you, and they do take a while to kill. They're really easy to kill, though. It's really not that hard. The most threatening thing would be like if you get third-partied by another person while you're trying to kill the shark. And that brings me to my next point. The amount of AI that you're currently dealing with in the game, I do not like at all. I didn't like it last season, but at least it was condensed to certain areas. And if you wanted to avoid the henchmen, just don't go to those areas, and you don't have to fight the henchmen. Cool, like it works, whatever. Now they attack you randomly, it seems. Maybe there's scripted spots where they attack you, but I've only played 5 hours, so it seems pretty random to me. The sharks seem pretty random. Like there's just gonna be random times where you're dealing with AI in the game, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't like dealing with them. I don't know a single person that likes dealing with them. It's not satisfying to kill them. I don't really know why they're in the game personally. Same thing goes with the headshot multiplier being reduced to 1.5 and the pump being gone. Everything is super weak right now, and that makes fights last longer. I run out of mats more now than I did before. I feel like this is going to drastically increase third partying because every fight is going much longer than it did before because you don't have that instant 200 pump that you could just kill somebody with, or 130 pump or anything. Like, the stronger shotgun is the charged shotgun, I believe, but it's really hard to force fights with this weapon because to get a lot of damage, you have to charge it. Like, before with the pump, you could take someone's wall, edit on them, and then pump them, and then reset your edit and pump them again or whatever, you know? With the charged shotgun, you can't really do that. You're going to edit their wall, hold right trigger to charge up your shotgun, and then shoot them, and then hope for the best. Like, I don't really... It's really weird to force fights with the charged shotgun and actually get kills. I'm trying to learn it. I think it's an interesting concept for a weapon, but they need to increase the damage of the normal version of it without the charge and make it a little bit like quicker. It feels weird even to just tap fire it. Like, it feels like it's delayed. I don't really know why. Hopefully they fix that. If you remember in Season 9 when the combat shotgun came out and the pump was vaulted, everyone hated it at first, and then people realized that it was actually a really powerful weapon and it was really good. So maybe we'll go through something like that with the charged shotgun and it's just bugged right now like the combat was. We'll see. Controller was also significantly nerfed, 33% reduction in aim assist, in addition to the other, I think it was like 25% reduction not too long ago. Aim assist has been hit really hard. It's really noticeable. I'm probably going to switch to exponential, but I'll have a video on that in the future, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. But I think exponential is probably the way to go with the reduced aim assist, and the fact that the pump is gone. Editing is less of a factor. Like, the things that made linear really good, I felt were pumps and editing, and like both those things are basically gone now because of the way the shotgun meta is. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to let the gameplay play out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this season down in the comments below. And if you liked this video, like I've said before, remember to give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Like, it's so just stressful being me, and like none of my guns are ever loaded when I need them to be. You're still not in Season 3? Dang, what is your update at? Dude, why is it not loaded? I feel like I've reloaded it 5 times. I feel like they made this reload slower. I might be crazy. 47 uncharged. .202, nice. I don't know, dude. I think this gun is like decent. It's awkward to play around right now, and it needs to get changed a little bit, but like, it has potential for sure.